You see, there should be a happy marriage between the mind and the intellect. When there is no happy marriage between the mind and the intellect says, I have understood it. Mind says, I don't care whether you have understood or not.
It's my case.
No, it's a case with everyone, not with you only. Intellect says, I have understood it. Yes, I can understand what is atom, electron, proton, neutron, quantum mechanics, but question is whether I have understood and applied in my life. You need not to apply the quantum physics in your life.
But I have to see outside from the point of real self.
Yes. So, this mind, yesterday I was talking, so I will talk a bit and then we will start with our practice. Uh, yeah, in one of the texts, you see, it clears my all the doubts in my intellect. When the doubt totally dissolves in the intellect, that intellect inspires the mind to change its behavior and response. So, having said that, uh, we, our masters, say that this human body is the gift to us. I never thought that I do not have a choice. I'll have a body of the mosquito or elephant or a tiger or a fox. So it means existence has gifted me the human body. Now link it with the mind. Only in the human body I can change my behavior and attitude. Mosquito cannot change. Tiger cannot change. Tiger will remain non-vegetarian. Cows will remain vegetarian. So I should inspire my mind. Come on, you are gifted with the human body. I can change my emotional well-being. I can change my emotion. I can change my intellect. I can bring about certain changes in the body. Not possible in any animal, any living species. Think. And then we say, I'm so much stressed. I have lot of stress. Yeah, see that? Come on. You have stress because you can change. Tiger do not sit and remain stressed, they do not go to the hospital. We don't recognize that gift in us. So that is why we all have a stories that you remember. Out of 8.4 million species, the human body is the biggest, is the highest. We have a lot of stories written by these masters. And these stories means they are inspiring us. Recognize this. You should have a cognitive ability. Cognition, recognition, intellect. I have a knowledge. What knowledge that I am a human body? Yes, I have a human body. Tell me which living being can change their emotional, mental, intellectual level, except the human being. You see, it's a great discovery. It's a greater, deeper understanding. Only in the living in the human body, the one text says that even the gods and goddesses do not have a liberty to change their emotional, mental, and intellectual level because they do not have a human body. They live without the physical body. So only in this human body I can bring about a change in my emotional, mental, and intellectual level. So then Master asked the question, why you are not changing? So why you are not changing? Because there is no happy marriage between the intellect and the mind. So the intellect claims I have understood, but the mind says, then what? You have understood. I'm not changing. So I'm not changing. So we inquire that why you are not changing. Note number two. Note number two. Impulsive, instinctive, habitual. So we say to the mind, you become a witness. Don't get attached to anything outside. There the discernment and dispassion comes. Can you teach your pet discernment and dispassion? We have an ability to learn. Not only to learn, but bring about a change. So now see that if the mind takes over the intellect, I have understood, I know what is true, and still the mind does not want to listen. Well, we are talking at a higher principles. So the more and more we think, contemplate, anytime you have a stress and a reaction, ask your mind that, am I a human being? Yes. Tiger cannot stop being angry, agitated, reacting, and fighting. You already know that there are two lions, and if they want to mate a lioness, these two lions fight. One dies or run away. But because we have a human body, we have a human mind, we have a human intellect, we have other choices. They don't have any other choice. They don't have any other choice. And that choice brings us to understand that the knowledge, first I receive the knowledge, I retain the knowledge. So, how to realize the knowledge? We ask the mind to change. We ask the mind to change. But I'm not doing these basic steps and I'm dreaming of awakening. It is not possible. The same simple thing. It is not possible. So sometimes people get frustrated, then they leave the journey. Let them leave. I should recognize that I am frustrated, and the frustration lives in the mind. And frustration is because of mistake. You know what is mistake? Miss plus take. What I missed, what is real. So I take the false as a real. That is the meaning of mistake. Confusion. Consistent fusion of the knower number 2 and knower number 3. I'm giving you another meaning. Consistent, regularly in my daily living, I go for and that causes the problem. And that is why our master says that mind is the cause of all the suffering and mind is the cause of all the solution. Yeah, let us see, let us close your eyes. Eyes are closed position of the body. Eyes are closed, position of the body. We start with the highest position of the body. Who is aware of the position of the body? The mind. But the mind goes somewhere else. Bring it back. That is how we change our behavior, our response, and attitude. Okay. So eyes are closed, not squeezed. You are aware of the body. That very awareness also brings the knower number two. Who knows? The mind knows the body is in this position. You are aware of the body. You are aware of the eyes are closed. And the mind is facing within. There is another way to explain it. So when we are aware, the mind is facing within. So mind is not looking many, mind is only looking one. Emptiness or darkness or mind is within. Inside the body there is only one, not many. So there is an awareness and attention. And in that attention the mind is facing within. It will create a willpower when the mind is facing within. And the knowledge is supporting the mind, it will bring about a change. The mind facing within, supported by intellect. Intellect means knowledge. What is knowledge? Is awareness. So if the mind is going somewhere, the intellect says, come back, look inside. So when you look inside, you will experience a natural steadiness in the body. Natural state of the steadiness in the body. So again, we use our cognitive ability. Simple. We are not talking of any god and goddesses, religion, cult, dogma, belief. You look at it, the higher the practices, simpler it is, and it takes away all the cult, dogma, belief, religion, etc. So that is why I say being comfortable. So you look at the shoulder joint. How do you know shoulder joint? From the memory of the mind. We need it. Then I recognize. Recognition is done by the intellect. So memory and intellect. Okay. Is the mind looking at the neck joint? Yes. Shoulder joint? Yes. So then it brings us an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness is already there. Don't forget this. When you don't forget, the mind says it is already there, then what I am doing? We are saying to the mind, recognize it. If it is already there, you don't recognize. That's why you have a conflict. But why you don't recognize? Because there are conflict in the mind. Why there is a conflict? Because it is impulsive. It is, oh, otherwise it is already there. Yes. Maybe pick up another joint, move the mind on the knee joints. So knee joint is not important. We are changing the direction of the mind is important. So you are looking at the neck joint, memory. I told you before, recognition by the intellect. experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So the mind needs to recognize. The more it recognizes, it has a knowledge and experience, then it will become natural for the mind not to not to react, not to get agitated. Oh, see, knowledge part. Look at the entire body, all the joints of the body, the neck joint, shoulders, elbows, wrist, hip, knees, ankles, toes. While we are moving the mind, we are asking the mind, can you do such a simple thing? So it means recognition. So here the intellect and the mind marry each other. So you experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And it happens because the knower number two is not attached to the body. You see the body differently, separate from you. Oh, seeing separate, mistake I just explained, or seeing separate is the knower is there already. I am separate watching the traffic moving on the road. So I'm standing across the road. I'm not moving. In that state now be carefree. Carefree makes us understand the knower number two clearly. And also the knower number three. Thoughts are coming and going. Every thought has certain feeling and emotion. So any thought comes and goes, let it come and go. Sometime do not get the knowledge about the thought, no problem. Sometime we become aware of the thought, what the thought contains, no problem. Thought comes with understanding and with no understanding. That too is okay. The way we are watching the traffic, we are watching the thoughts. So we find the knower number two is different from the thoughts, feeling, and images. Mind. Any thought that comes gets attached, and then we are in a problem. So there is no problem in contemplating and reflecting. In the very beginning, those who are beginners, we tell them that no, do not think. Even then, I guide them, be carefree. But here, there is no problem for you to contemplate. Oh, thought has come, think. Okay, so did I get attached to the thought? Yes, so let me not attach to the thought. And then wait. No mixture. Thought and the knower of the thought are separate. Thought and the knower of the thought are separate. That is what it makes us being carefree. Pay attention what is important. First point is the recognition that the thought is there. If there is no thought, no problem. Recognition that the thought is there or thought is not there. Second point, mind says it is about a person, object, time, and situation. So when you maintain awareness, it will not be attached. Third point, do we get carried away by the thought or not? If I am not carried away, then I am simply watching the thought is coming and the thought is going. Finished. And now we can recognize we are natural. Natural means we are free from the doubt and the confusion and the misunderstanding. That we are not the thoughts, we are not the body. We are not carried away by any thought, feeling, situation, and images. That is what I said, that we are casual and natural. So when we are casual and natural, we are a witness. The knower number 3 is aware what the mind is doing, where it is going, how it is going, but it is not at all attached. You are a knower of the position of the body. You are the knower of the breath. You are the knower of the thoughts that are coming and going. And it's a pretty higher state when we are simply a witness. So discernment, viveka and vairagya are working from the intellect to the mind. Thoughts are coming and going very good. So you are simply watching. You have a sensation in the body. Okay, you are okay.
Today we're checking out some of the best and most impressive Figma plugins that
Just an awareness. Knower. I'm none of these thoughts. I'm none of these thoughts. Hence, there is no problem. Then the intellect can take over the mind, it can bring about a change in behavior and attitude. Again, we will go to purify the mind. So, it's a good idea that we should focus deep inside the forehead at any point in the space. You look inside the forehead, pick up a point in the space, and then start breathing quick and short breath from the chest. With Om Shanti. You are dropping Om Shanti inside the forehead. Continue with and stop it. First thing, body. Experience the body. Animals do not have this ability. Cognitive ability. I experience the body. There is a sensation, there is a relaxation, and there is a stillness. Compare, contemplate, and reflect. Comparison should help us. So, body, I experience that body has a sensation, it is comfort, it is relaxed and steady. Look at the breath. Breath is going in and out. What we are doing, we are asking the mind to remain as a knower after breathing practice. This is very important. Normally we say that it is the breathing which helps me to relax the mind. No, it is my level of awareness in the mind. Otherwise, the dog almost breathes like a chest breathing. They will always be relaxed. So we will follow again. This time we will do with a little longer breath into the belly. First, focus remain inside the forehead in the space, and you are dropping Om Shanti gently and start breathing from the belly. You inhale, the belly goes out. You exhale, the belly goes in. Good, very good. Continue. And stop it. We were the doer. The mind acted as a doer of the breathing. Now we are not doing anything. We are a knower of the body. Of the body. Body is in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. We are knower of the breath. So you are watching, feeling the breath that is going in and out. More and more during the daily life activities, we should become the knower, the witnesser, the seer. Not only you are the knower of your own mind and the thoughts and feeling, but also the minds and the feelings of others. Mind, because of the impurity, wants to be a doer and enjoyer. Again, focus deep inside the forehead in the space. Continue with Om Shanti and start breathing long in the hissing, both from the belly and the chest. long, both from the belly and the chest. Belly, chest. The mind should follow. The belly, chest, belly and the chest. Expansion and contraction. And stop it. Especially in the third breathing, the mind doesn't sink with the belly and the chest. And that is why we say purify the mind. We should be doing almost twice a week or thrice a week this practice. Once we have a perfect sync between the belly and the chest while breathing long and the fast, we'll find some change. Why it is not happening? Because of the mind, impulsive nature. Experience sensation, relaxation and stillness in the body. You are the knower of the breath that is going in and out. Apply the same principle that we apply in our daily life. I know you, so I am the knower and you are the known. I am separate from you. So I know the body, I am separate from the body. I know the breath, separate from the body. I know the thoughts, separate from the thoughts. I know the feeling, I am separate from the feeling. Now see that the mind will understand easily when we do it with awareness and attention. Start breathing deep, silent, slow, first into the belly, then into the chest. Take your time. While breathing out, empty the belly, then empty the ribs. It becomes challenging to the mind to do the breathing when we do it long and the fast, but it becomes easy for the deep, silent, slow breathing. Why? We raise our level of awareness and attention when we are doing slowly. Yes, continue to do the Om Shanti also, deep inside the forehead. We can be the knower of the deep, silent, and slow breathing. Never forget that knower and the known. You have separated the deep, silent, slow breathing from you. That is why you know that you are breathing deep, silent, and slow. One hand, we are engaging the mind with the breath. On the other hand, we are aware that we are the knower. Now, return to the normal breathing. Remain as a knower. There is another way. Look inside the forehead. First, become aware of the space. You are aware of the infinite space. You drop Om Shanti. Again, there is a space and a silence. Om Shanti. Again, there is a space inside the forehead. So we are aware, we remain as a knower. When you see the space, the time will come, you remain as a knower even if you are dropping Om Shanti. Now inside the heart. Space. Be sure the mind looks into the space or emptiness. And then Om Shanti. Again the space. doing nothing. Remain as you are. Again, we remain as a knower. We can remain as a knower all the time. Why? Real self is self-evident, self-effulgent. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down.